crush all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crush all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crush all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Open my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this guppies and rebel now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high. I can touch the sky. If I die, let a night know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. December, over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to these guppies and rebel now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high. I can touch the sky. If I die, let a night know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my
Yo, what's good, everybody? We're back with another Music Monday on this Monday, man. Y'all smash that like button. Sub up to the channel if you're new, and if you haven't done so already, of course, you know, my name is Jeremy Jones, and what I normally do is make content about sneakers. Occasional trial hauls, you'll know we have Music Monday as well, which is today, right? Okay, and ironically, we're starting the week off strong. Now, I don't know if you guys noticed, this is like my third time actually going live, right? Okay, and yes, I'm still within my time frame, but yeah, I don't know what it is. My computer did say it had an update pending, so once I push that update to it, that's why I had to restart the stream a couple times. My bad, everybody, but we're going to keep the party going, and I'm definitely still want to watch the playoffs because I know the game's pretty much going to kick off in an hour, so we're still in that time frame because I know I'm not missing this one because, you know, hey, man, we in New York tonight, right? Okay, and I'm not one of those people that's been bandwagon, right? Okay, I low-key have been one of those people saying I would love to see the Knicks make a change or, you know, bring something different to the table. And I know everybody's been having their thoughts on it. So come in and out, smash that like button. Let me know, sub up to the channel. Let me know if audio and visuals looking good. The stream quality says it's good. Should be up to 4K. And then the audio should be good as well. Now, I know previous streams that I had to take down and put back up. Yeah. But anyway, man, tonight's topic, we're going to cover several real quick. And then I'm going to touch the chat. I'm going to make sure we stay within an hour time frame. But I want to make sure I cover what I want to cover as well. We're going to be covering DaBaby settles a lawsuit with the steaming from the bowling alley brawl with Danny Lay's brother. Now, I don't know if you guys remember that joint, but remember, not to get in a personal business, but DaBaby, the rapper, right, had a baby with Danny Lay, and the brother tried to pull up, you know, they had, you know, baby mama, daddy, baby mama drama, right? Okay, it come with a game, respectively. I hate to say it, and it shouldn't be that way, but it just naturally come with the game. And I'm not going to get in their business, but at the same time, Big Bro tried to take up for his sister, obviously, or her brother. I don't know if he's Big Bro or Little Bro, right? Whole lot of alleged and opinionated base. But with that being said, right, he tried to take up for his sister, and, you know, DaBaby, at this point in the peak of his career, he's not traveling alone. And I'm not even just talking on some crazy stuff, you know what I'm saying? If you got a whole entourage with you, no disrespect, if you got a whole, this is my thing, right? I'll put myself in those shoes, right? If you are in the peak of your career, you got your whole homeboys coming with you, and no disrespect, let's just be nice about it. Let's just say their career hasn't popped off yet. Their job is to protect the money. So yeah, they're gonna, you know what I'm saying? You why would you pull up outnumbered? But anyway, we're gonna be covering that tonight. Big30 looks like he's actually been released on $100,000 bond. This is ahead of the Gucci Mane robbery trial, so we're going to be covering that. Little update from Pooh Shiesty as well. And then also we got an update about Durk. Look like there's been more charges added to his racketeering case, right? Okay, and we're going to cover that. And then Quando Rondo, right? We're going to make sure we cover him as well. Look like he's pretty much been serving his time, but he's at a halfway house, so he should be home soon. Now, keep in mind, he kind of ties and plays in with that little whole Durk situation, so I'm going to make sure I cover both of that towards the end of the live. I'm probably going to start with Pooh Shiesty. No, I'm probably going to start with DaBaby, and then go into Pooh Shiesty and them, and pretty much Big30. Then we will close out with Little Durk and Quando Rondo situation. And then, yeah, we'll keep the stream going right there. Audio and visual should be looking good. Let me touch the chat real quick, and then we'll get the party started. My bad for the delay, but hey, life sometimes, man. But it says, Divine Photos in the building says, what's good, sold out family? What up, Divine? What up? Says, it's crazy outside, people still waiting for the Bronson Kobe PE. Hey, man, look, man, let's just keep it 100. You said it best, dog, and I'm not going to say it on this stream, but, hey, this is something that hasn't happened. I'm going to word it a little different, Divine. This situation has something that hasn't happened in a long time. You know what I'm saying? You want to strike while the iron is hot. Hence why we got those, those shorts that do the collab with, what's the joint real quick? With the little short joints, the short joints. That joint says paying homage to what's going on. Homie a little too late on it. The Eric Emanuel joints. I mean, to be honest, we're going to get a lot of collabs out of nowhere. For real. You know what I'm saying? People are trying to see if they can get it done as fast as possible. And homie talking about, what, 6 to 8 weeks? Like you said, right? In the Discord, shameless plug. Link should be pinned in the comment section, and it's free to sign up. But, yo, what's the point of that? Is by the time you get them, hell, the series is over. You can't even wear them to the rest of the remaining game. Homie should have been dropping these, like we said, probably game 2 when they were playing against the Cavaliers. You know what I'm saying? Point blank period, but we didn't know. You know what I'm saying? But hey, you going to take a risk or you not? Because most likely, let's say if he did drop them during the Cavaliers and they came back and beat him, right? And then, there'd been a bust. He would have sold some, but, not on the level of what he's about to sell now. And I'm pretty sure the pre-orders is going up. And I'm pretty sure he's doing the pre-ordering mainly because he can probably get a certain amount made in a certain time, but, no matter how many pairs he probably make at this peak, everybody gonna want a pair. Hell, even I borderline want a pair, but I just know how the shorts fit, and they're just not for me with my height, right? But yeah, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Let's see, we got Manny with the kicks in the building. Says, yerp. What up, Manny's? What's Gucci? What up, Manny? What up? Manny says, Polo, strong arm 100 salute. Says, Divine got the Statue of Liberty with the salute 100. Manny with the kick says, let's go Spurs, bing bong. Manny, dog, respectively, how you going for the Spurs and you from New York? I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? I know why, but at the same time, you're in New York, man. You're supposed to be all in. You know what I'm saying? Mine says Nike is handling the release. That's why Nike stock is down. They mishandle releases. This is true. Manny with the kick says, this might never happen again, my guys, for another 53 years. Hey, man, you just never know, man. Bronson been on it. You know what I'm saying? Respectively. Let's see. Devon says, like I said, 6 to 8 weeks, and we gonna be in August when summer is done. Yeah, I mean, pretty much. If you're on the East Coast like me, and I know you are, Devon, right? Hell, after August, bro, like September time frame, you can wear them joints, but it started to get a little chilly around like late September, and pretty much we don't see nothing warm again until like, what, May, if we're lucky? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. On the East Coast, depending on where you're at, we don't get too much summertime. Now, if you're on the, like, further south part, like down, like, probably Atlanta and Georgia, maybe so. But the more northern you go, the colder it will get faster, right? Devon says, what up, Manny, my guy? What's Gucci? So let's go and start on the first topic. We're going to start with DaBaby, right? Do a little update on him real quick, and then we're going to go with pretty much the update on Pooh Shiesty and Big30 situation, and then we'll close out with Durk. I only want to cover like 3 stories tonight. Devon says, plus, Polo, half the people on that line aren't going to wear those Kobe 5s. That's true. How many people going to try to flip them? You know what I'm saying? You got that in there. Resellers in the line. We've seen people fight. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a fight break out on that joint. Respectively. Because you know that's how the game go. Respectively. You know what I'm saying? But let me share my screen here and get the party started. Man, sorry for starting late. I'm going to hit the little sound effects joint. I'm going to try to incorporate it more in the lives, but I don't really want to ignore y'all. But this is me. Like, when that joint was going down, this is my reaction. I was just like... Figured it was too easy just to add that one in there. I know. Oh, Manny, I forgot too. I remember in the Discord, you told me to add another sound effect. My bad. I meant to do it, but then I got like caught up. But I ain't forgot about you, my guy. Give me a second. I will add it if we got the availability. But I'll double check it. I'll try to check it probably. If not tonight, tomorrow. My bad. Menor Kick says, I want to see a Game 7 Polo. No sweet BS. And hopefully they make it interesting. I mean, to be honest, those are the more entertaining games where everything is always on the line. But a clean like gentleman sweep, it can make things kind of boring. You know what I'm saying? Let's just keep it 100. But the last game, it was neck and neck though. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Pause. But yeah, it was definitely neck and neck. But let me share my screen here. We're going to go over to DaBaby situation first, and then we'll keep the party going from there. So sharing my screen. Boom. Visuals should be looking good right here. Let me know if audio and visuals looking good as well. Where we at real quick, it says DaBaby settles lawsuit with the stemming from the bowling alley brawl with Danny Lay's brother, which she's a music artist as well. She does R&B to the best of my knowledge. And, you know, her and DaBaby made a song. And sometimes if you see some of those music videos where it's like, man, I don't know, it seems like they did more than just make a music video. Well, in their case, it appears they did, right? Let's just keep it 100. Devon says, I'm going to be shocked if it ended up being a sweet Manny. And American says, GL Polo and no rush. Okay, appreciate that, dog. Appreciate that. Yeah, I get it. You know what I'm saying? We ain't rushing that joint. You know what I'm saying? I think we'll still be within the hour mark and we'll be good. It says dead ass Divine. It says DaBaby has settled the lawsuit stemming from his 2022 bowling alley altercation with Brandon Carell, the brother of his ex-girlfriend Danny Lay. Now, this was posted June 7th, so just literally yesterday. DaBaby, right? I know personally he has calmed down, and this comes with getting older. Hey, man, even in the peak of your career, you don't care about our lawsuits because you can just pay this, that, and the third. Even if you're guilty or innocent or you get it all off, but you got to spend a lot of money. Anybody who's ever been in court, dog, and you realize what these attorney charges to help you, trust me personally, it didn't take but a couple times to realize, like, and to be fair, right? Some of the stuff stem back to back, but, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't one of those, like, happened one time, then he didn't learn, did again. Like, some of the stuff be back to back before you know it. You got a whole bunch of lawsuits and you standing in front of a judge before you know it, right? So I ain't gonna say this. And to be honest, from what it seems like, right, DaBaby them was at the bowling alley first and homie pulled up on them. To me, that's a good argument for self-defense, in my opinion, right? But we're gonna read through the article. Whole Live is alleged. I'm gonna throw that out there again. But it says, DaBaby has settled the lawsuit, and let me see if I can actually skip this ad and stop it from playing, because sometimes YouTube don't be playing with me when I had this stuff playing in the background. But he says, the soundbite drops I sent you in the Discord is fire. Okay, cool. Okay, Devon, was that you? Okay, cool. I don't know. Somebody sent me. Let me check real quick. Let me check. I know I had seen something up in this joint. I don't remember. Usually Manny sent me some sound bites, but let me check. Was that you? My bad. Let's see. Let me hit my messages. Yeah, Manny has sent me some sound bites. No, wait. Was that Manny? Hold on, wait. Messages. Dang, I don't even see them joints anymore. I know somebody has sent me some sound bites, though. But I forgot which ones. You told me which one it is. That's what it is. Manny, I could have sworn sent me some, though. For real. He says, everyone, blah, 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 blah. Checking it. I don't see it no more, though. Hey, if y'all did want me to update the sound bites, let me know. Resend them joints so I don't see them. Because somebody had told me, I know I got the message. Somebody told me to update the joint. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we'll see. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, send them joints to me, my bad. Because it's not showing up in my messages anymore for whatever reason. But it says, DaBaby has settled the lawsuit stemming from his 2022 bowling alley altercation with Brandon Cruel, the brother of his ex-girlfriend Danny Lay, says according to the court documents obtained by TMZ, A notice of settlement was filed Thursday in the case, which originated from the brawl at the Carbon Brawl in Los Angeles. The filing states that the matter was to be dismissed within 45 days. The settlement wraps up a legal battle that has dragged on for years. Cruel, which that's Nanny Lay's brother, right? Who goes by Brandon Bills, and I'm assuming that's Brandon Bills with a $, sued DaBaby in the bowling alley over the injuries he allegedly sustained during the fight, which was captured on video and showed DaBaby and members of his crew attacking the Cruel inside the venue. Last month, it says the deposition testimony revealed new details about what allegedly happened in the moments before the brawl. According to Cruel's account, DaBaby approached him and said, "I just want to slap you up a bit. I just want to slap you around a little bit." Before throwing the first punch, DaBaby's legal team punched back on the version of events, arguing that Cruel was the aggressor. Financial terms of the settlement have not been disclosed. DaBaby addressed the brawl in 2022, telling the Breakfast Club, "I'm still scared of that situation now." So this is from the Breakfast Club interview. I want to play this real quick. And yeah, real quick. Let me see. So this is from the Breakfast Club interview. Fair use, by the way.
Now, even in California, recently at the Super Bowl, you got into an incident, and people saying it's self-defense, right?
Yeah, incident got into me.
Somebody threatened you. Somebody threatened you. Somebody threatened you online,
for several months.
Pulled up to a place that you were. And then, now what happened in the incident? Because now I hear that he's suing you for it.
Yeah, man. I don't know how the world worked today. You feel me? But yeah, I'm still scared of that situation now, man. I heard it was gonna be rough for me, so I don't really want to speak on that. Nigga might pop up downstairs.
No, he told you that you couldn't come to L.A. He said it was on site when he see you.
Facts. I stayed away from L.A. for some months behind that too.
Well, thank God.
Well, I sure hope I don't gotta run in.
I feel like he acting a little bit, in my opinion, right? I feel like he acting a little bit.
Him again.
No, I'm saying people don't understand PTSD is real.
Stupid, man.
No, for real. Anxiety is real.
Yo, you could tell this was crazy back from 2022. Angela Yee was still at the Breakfast Club. That's crazy.
He's telling the truth, though. He's telling the truth. The man is terrified. He's telling the truth.
I swear to God, niggas that talk like that gonna do something to you now. Hey.
But how does that affect your situation with your daughter?
Yeah, that's unfortunate, you know what I'm saying? But I would expect, that side to, you feel me? That's if the way I rock behind kids or whatever, like, I don't, you feel me? That ain't the way we play. Like, I'm not finna play with nothing tied to, you see what I'm saying? My kid, that ain't the way we rock, you know?
Because you gotta fix that just because you.
Yeah, my side wouldn't, we don't rock like that. You see what I'm saying? We don't rock like that.
Right.
We don't rock like that at all.
Because that
Shawty could call my mama now. And my mama do whatever for Shawty right now.
Okay, that's important.
You see what I'm saying? Like, this is how we rock.
Fair use. So he's speaking his piece then, but he didn't say nothing, but he obviously knew, what the situation that's going on. I hate when somebody do all the internet stuff and then somebody get the best of them and then they sue them. We've seen this time and time again where it's like, yo, you talk all the tough guy talk, you pull up on a person, whether who pulled up on who first, right? And then they get the best of you and then you take legal action? No, you got to get it back in blood, unfortunately. But, unfortunately, a lot of people don't get it back in blood nowadays. They get it back in another way. And again, we don't need to be getting it back in blood anyway. But at the same time, here we go. We playing the legal game and now you got everybody in your business. You know what I'm saying? Hence why I'm reposting this, It says, especially the funny ones I sent you of the kids. Okay, Devon, yeah. Send them joints again because I don't think I got them. For whatever reason, I don't think I got them. Because it's not showing in my messages unless you put them somewhere else. Pause. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So I don't know nothing about that, and I don't really care to. I ain't passing judgment on nobody, but that should have been intervened over there on that side. Like I don't know who you think. I don't know what you think. Mm-hmm. Do what the last name is. You get what I'm saying? But it ain't. Somebody said, "Hey, what you doing?" Like, you feel me? Because while you doing that, I'm right here. I needed training to hurt me, but I was so scared. I was just hoping I am a baby with me.
But Jesus, a bowling alley? I was slipping and sliding and left and right.
Did you wish you had on
scariest shit in my life?
Did you wish you had on Kanye's boots, the sanitation boots, when he was on that slippery slide?
Oh my mom.
Oh my God, Charlamagne them not helping the situation. By the way,
you had a lot of grip, right?
No, but in seriousness, I do hope
I had enough grip to run.
I do hope that you work through that, just because that is.
Oh no,
In all seriousness.
I ain't going nowhere. My last name Kurt. I ain't going nowhere.
Just for the sake of your child.
Absolutely. I ain't going nowhere. Ever. About nothing. I don't know nothing about that. I don't know nothing about not being a fuck nigga as a father. I don't know nothing about it. So if you ever even seen anything that even look close to that with me, no, it ain't me.
All right, so that's him speaking on the Breakfast Club. He says, I heard it was going to be rough for me. I don't really speak on it. He added, N-word might pop up downstairs. So that was his comment on that one. That's the update on DaBaby. Let's go and transition on to an update from Mr. Big30, right? Look like he is literally posted bail. Want to make sure we cover this. And a little update on Pooh Shiesty. Devon says, honestly, DaBaby should have known better. I mean, yeah, this is my thing. He probably was in town trying to visit his child, but old buddy on some other shit. But at the same time, you know, baby them supposed to be with the shits. And this ain't his first rodeo. But I still stand on this, right? You don't pull up to, you don't, it's so many situations where I back down because I realized I was outnumbered. Had it been a me one-on-one with a person, I might would have rolled the dice. You know what I mean? And, you know, not saying homie wouldn't have held his own, but if you outnumbered, you're definitely screwed. You know what I'm saying? I'll give an example, right? I used to like talk to somebody like way back in the day. I went and met their brother or whatever, right? And he was with his homie or whatever, and he sent the, you know, I ain't even done nothing yet. He'd already said, hey, like, this was his exact wording. He was like, yo, I'm only gonna say this once. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like he was only that bold because his brother would, no, because his friend was right there. He's like, I'm only gonna say this once. He's like, yo, you heard my sister, it's gonna be problems. I said, all right. That's all I said. I was like, okay. You know, and I left it right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then we chilled out. But I was like, in my head, I was thinking, like, what are you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Like, look at me, like, you think of, no. You know what I'm saying? But, like, at the same time, he wasn't small, pause, and the other guy, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard to fight two people, dog. I'm not the tough guy like that. But at the same time, I'm like, it ain't that serious. Let it go. You know what I'm saying? Manny says, DaBaby a bird for that polo. I mean, but her brother pulled up on him. He pulled up on him. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, says people expect you to crash out that bait. Yeah, that was a bait. Yeah, he already knew. My thing is this, right? And I get what y'all are saying, right? I'm assuming homie already pulled up expecting to get his ass whooped. That's what he was hoping. You're going to film it because that's what you're doing. And then we're going to take it to court and I'll get you that way. Because think about it. He had to settle out of court, meaning they obviously came to some agreements. Don't mean nothing was paid this and the third, but I mean, clearly they came to some type of agreement, right? Well, I said it's a money grab. Yeah. And to be honest, I think DaBaby's woken up in those type of situations not to fall for that no more, man. I would hope anyway, right? Let's keep it going right here. Texas judge orders Big30's release on $100,000 bond ahead of Gucci Mane's robbery trial. Now, if you guys haven't been remembering this, we covered this, roughly about a couple months ago, where apparently Pooh Shiesty, Big30, and the dad all pulled up on Gucci Mane and several other people he had come in from Memphis, allegedly, right? Said they had Gucci on his knees and made him take his damn earrings out. And they were the screw-in joints, the expensive joints. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly, right? And then, you know, Gucci has made what he considers a diss track. We can consider a snitch track, right? Okay? Let's keep it real. But it says, Judge Ed Kennelly has rejected the government's flight risk and community danger arguments, vacating a previous statement to keep the Memphis rapper locked up in Dallas, right? Okay, now this is coming from Complex June 5th. This is Big30, as you can see right here. It says, a Texas federal judge has ruled that the Memphis rapper Big30 must be released from custody on a $100,000 bond, delivering a significant pretrial victory after months of legal back and forth tied to the alleged robbery and kidnapping of Atlanta rapper Gucci Mane. The judge issued an order on Thursday, June 4th, following the full briefing process that stretched through late April. The ruling rejected both the government's core arguments. The court found that the government has failed to establish the rights in the flight risk, or that the conditions of the release exposed by the judge, Christoph, will not reasonably assure the safety of the person and the community, says the order read. The judge also vacated any stay of the underlying release order, clearing that path for Big 30 to walk out of the federal custody in Dallas. So again, this is what tells me, right? And I'm no genius, right? And we've been saying this from time to time again. Allegedly, what happened down, if it's true, sure, it wasn't well thought out. However, they did just enough to cover their tracks. I've been saying this from time to time again. If they had hard evidence on these guys, the judge would have denied bail. You know what I'm saying? Let's just keep it real. Most likely, right? Allegedly. But he didn't deny bail on his. Pooh Shicey's dad is already out on bail. And I'm assuming by this time next year, I'm going to say this. Pooh Shicey's going to do a little bit more time because he's the one that was still fresh on all these allegations, especially he had an ankle monitor. They probably going to make him do a few extra months and he's going to be right back home. You know what I'm saying? Respectively. You know what I'm saying? Mentor Kick says, facts divine. That's just my 2 cents. I don't know. I'm not involved in the situation, but I wouldn't be surprised. Says the road to the ruling began on April 6th when the Judge Annie Kristoff granted the $100,000 bond at the Memphis federal court hearing that drew dozens of supporters for Big 30. Kristoff set a $10,000 cash deposit to secure the release and opposes the conditions including location monitoring, no contact with victims or co-defendants, and drug testing. She described his criminal history as not flawless but close to it and found no clear evidence he possessed a firearm in the current case. So yeah, again, there's no video or no images of no firearms, and while he doesn't have the best record, you know, she's definitely probably seen worse. So yeah, $100,000 bond, and that means you got to pay 10% of that. That's usually $10,000, right? Okay, yeah, a lot of money still. You know what I'm saying? You got to come up all that $10K. And from what I've seen videos of Big 30 already flirting, already saying he's home, right? Let me at real quick. Devon says Pooh faces an uphill battle. He does, but I think it's beatable. Respectively. Let's see. He says just because they got bond don't mean they're out the no, but it's a start. It's a start. If you get the bond and keep your nose clean, and I hate to say this, in my opinion, allegedly, right? Allegedly, keep your nose clean. Go get back to making some moolah, and make sure you take care of who you're supposed to take care of, right? We could take it light. I'm telling you, man, I hate it with the legal system like this, but honestly, if you got the right amount of bread and it's not where nobody died or, you know, wasn't no like art or nothing like that, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say go away, but it could definitely make things a little bit lighter on you. Or let me put it this way. I take that back. Allegedly, if you got the right amount of bread, it can make things go a lot more smoother for you. However your outcome may be. You know what I mean? Manny says, watch Pooh make a track about it when he come out. I mean, of course, because he know that's going to strike while the iron's hot. I can't knock him for that. You know what I'm saying? He just got to watch how he word things. You know what I'm saying? Says the government filed a motion to stay that the order the same day, after which Kristoff granted a temporary stay. The judge then ordered Big 30 to remain obtained and transferred to Texas on April 7th, meaning the bond Big 30 had already paid was unhonored. So he paid the bond, but it wasn't good enough. During their Texas review, prosecutors pressed the two main arguments that Big 30's criminal past made him a danger, pointing out the 2018 gun charge he pled guilty to before receiving a diversion and having the record expunged, and an incoming 7-figure distribution deal gave him the financial means to flee. Let's see. Corner Brown, the general manager of Endless Entertainment, testified that Big 30 was in the process of signing a contract, but he hadn't signed one yet. And to be honest, dog, while I listen to Big 30, I mean, no disrespect, I don't think, you know, who knows to say his deal what it's worth, right? I'm worded nicely. It says the defense countered an evidence of stable ties. Big 30's father, Rodney Wright Jr. Sr., testified that his son lives with him, establishing a known home address. Brown also testified that Big 30 has been signed to Endless Entertainment since 2019. The arguments, which had already persuaded the judge in April, held to review. Big 30, real name Rodney Lamont Jr., Rodney Lamont Wright Jr. is one of the 9 defendants charged with robbing and kidnapping multiple victims at the Dallas music studio, including Gucci Mane, real name Roderick Davis. He has pled not guilty, right? Okay. He was released under home detention and electronic monitoring ahead of the July 6th trial date for all 9 defendants. Co-defendant Pooh Shiesty remains in federal custody after being denied bond in the case. Late last month, Shiesty's father, Latrell Williams Sr., secured his own release for the federal custody after being granted bond. So pretty much, yeah, that's an update on that one. We're going to see right here. I think we got the actual news place right here. I'm going to see if I can play this joint right here. I want to say fair use because you got to make sure you stand up for YouTube. Find this little video on this joint. So we can get this joint loaded up real quick.
I was having thoughts I couldn't say out loud. I didn't know this was part of struggle.
Wiley, we'll see you soon. Rodney Wright Jr., also known as Memphis rapper Big 30, is expected to be released from federal custody in Texas today. The federal judge ruled there was not enough proof that Big 30 was a flight risk to keep him behind bars until trial. Prosecutors say Big 30, along with Latrell Williams Jr., also known as Pooh Shiesty, his father, and 7 others kidnapped and held Gucci Mane at gunpoint to get out of a studio.
Was that him? He got a cut in that
every day.
So yeah, that was the update on that one right there. I just want to play that little video real quick. So he's been out. I don't know if that was the actual video. And we got an official statement from Pooh Shiesty himself too recently. Now I believe this was June 8th as well, right? Which is today. It says the trial date for Pooh Shiesty and his father, Big 30, and 6 other men accused of robbing Gucci Mane has been delayed until 2027. So this means, like, honestly, Pooh Shiesty probably could make bail as well. If the rest of these guys are getting bail, what do you think? You know what I'm saying? We'll see how it goes, though. It says, following the request of the continuance in the trial on June 5th, the senior United States District Judge David Goodby signed off on the postponement. So again, trial's been delayed for these guys. You know what I'm saying? Man of the Kick says, that intro of the track right there, Polo. I mean, to be honest, you know how they do. They take their stuff with it. I mean, to be honest, you might as well, if they're making money off you and getting views, you might as well go ahead and get your bag up and do your thing too, respectively. You know what I'm saying? Says failure to grant a continuance in the case would delay defendants counsel the reasonable time necessary for an effective preparation, taking into the account the exercise of due diligence. It says the ruling reads, by taking into account the exercise due to the due diligence by defense counsel, continuance of the duration granted by his order is necessary for effective preparation by the defense counsel. So again, one thing, if you guys haven't learned anything about a legal system, dog, they take their time with this, right? But if you see right here, that's obviously Pooh Shiesty's dad. And then you got Pooh Shiesty. And then you got pretty much Big 30, a.k.a. Rodney Wright, all facing this. But it could be more. Now, this is the affidavit. I'm not going to read through all that. But at the same time, dog, ain't no way. I can't see my dad pulling up and saying, like, you know, him being involved in the case. I would hope his dad was there to encourage him not to do that type of thing, right? But at the same time, he ended up getting charged with him too. You know what I'm saying? From what I got from it. But where we at real quick, it says, read that one. And it says, initially slated to begin on July 6th, the case will be now seen in court on February 2027. So Big 30 did the right to secure bond. You know what I'm saying? Why sit in jail if you're innocent until proven guilty, and now the trial ain't even going to happen until next year? He might as well be out. Make some music, please. And, you know what I'm saying, keep your nose clean. And respectively, if Pooh Shiesty somehow gets bond, yeah, same thing. Because this stuff could get pushed back again, respectively. You know what I'm saying? Pooh Shiesty, his father, Latrell Williams Sr., and Big 30 and 6 other co-defendants are charged with the federally robbery and kidnapping charges. Prosecutors claim that the man lured Gucci Mane to a Dallas recording studio under the guise of working on music. Instead, Pooh delayed an assault rifle and demanded that Gucci Mane sign a form release Pooh from his 1017 record contract. According to investigators, afterwards, Pooh and his crew allegedly robbed Gucci Mane and the people he was with of the money, jewelry, and the valuables. Again, to the best of my knowledge, they haven't found any of this stuff too. If you don't have that, they don't have nothing. It's just kind of like if you think of YNW Melly case, right? They don't got his fingerprints on the bullets, and they don't have the gun. And they don't have a video of the actual shooting. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that makes it any easier, but I'm saying that's why they can't really fully convict him. They don't got nothing that can make it stick. So that's my thing. They got something to make it stick with this right here. And we have heard from Pooh Shiesty recently. I think this is Pooh Shiesty posting a message from behind bars ahead of the Gucci Mane robbery trial right here. Not going to read this whole thing, but I am going to read what he kind of posted, which is kind of weird. Pooh Shiesty shares a message right here, and all he puts right here is the 1, 2, 3, not it. So, you know what I'm saying? That's what Pooh do. From what I got from it, homie not afraid to do what he got to do his time. You know what I'm saying? Respectively, he's going to keep pushing, I guess. Now, keep in mind, when Pooh Shiesty's out and dropping music, he be on it. So I want to give him credit where credit is due. I don't want to sound like I'm the hater or saying like he ain't that dude. But to be honest, you know, hip-hop wise, with Durk them locked up, you know what I'm saying? And YSL them is all over the place. Gunna's not really rocking with them. Thug, I don't know what he's on. 21 Savage not there because, you know, he's got a newborn, respectively. Drake, while he's getting the numbers, but I feel like it's by default, respectively. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I ain't saying I ain't listened to the joint, but I mean, to be honest, Pooh was kind of carrying the game a little bit, to be honest. If we're going to keep it real, who else you know can get locked down that amount of time, come back out and do like it's nothing? You know what I'm saying? So let's go and transition on the Quando Rondo joint, and then we'll save the Durk for like the last like 10 minutes of the stream because I want to make sure I cover this for like, we have that 20-minute mark, so we right on this joint already. But it says Quando Rondo released from prison, placed in community confinement in Atlanta. So that means pretty much he's at like a halfway house to the best of my knowledge. Now, it means like it's not the best, like it's still jail, but it's better than being in prison. You know what I'm saying? Like it's one of those like, where you were at was a lot worse. So he's done his time like a G. But it says federal records show that Quando Rondo has left prison and entered a regional retreat management program in Atlanta where he will remain until completing his final months of his sentences. Now, sometimes you can be placed on house arrest and you get your house, but you know, that's not always, right? But it says Quando Rondo has been taking a major step toward the completing his federal sentences after being transferred out of prison and into a community confinement in Atlanta. It says according to the records from the Federal Bureau of Prisons, the Savannah rapper whose legal name is Taekwon Bowman, hopefully I'm saying that correctly, is currently assigned to the RRM Atlanta, a regional retreat management facility that oversees halfway house placements throughout parts of Georgia and South Carolina. Records show that Bowman, 27, is scheduled for a full release in November 11, 2026. I'm assuming with a little bit of good behavior, homie may be out around like August timeframe. But I mean, to be honest, that's not bad because sometimes this stuff can update too. If you get a little bit of update or these places get a little overcrowded and it's like, well, he's about to get out anyway, might as well push it up. To be honest, you know, he did his little Vlad interviews before he took off and you know what I'm saying? He kept it a G. I'm surprised he didn't make music while he was in there. Because, I mean, you can, but I would assume it's not easy, right? Respectively. And I know he's part of falling under that, like, pretty much NBA Youngboy camp, right? If I'm not mistaken. So he's falling up under that. That still falls up under the beef, which we're going to cover the Durk story here within, like, the next, like, 10 minutes. Yeah, this joint kind of goes, the rabbit hole goes deep with him, whether you like it or not. Now, there's people I've seen that's been mutual cool, like fans of both. Boosie for one, I've seen him, you know, obviously chilling with Quando Rondo, but I feel like he don't get in the middle of that because, I mean, if you don't got nothing to do with it, you don't got nothing to do with it. It says, the move marks the beginning of the final phase of Quando Rondo's sentence after he had approximately 15 months behind bars. The rapper was originally sentenced to 33 months in federal prison after pleading guilty in a drug conspiracy case. His transition to halfway house comes shortly after his sentence was reduced by 5 months in May, allowing him to enter community-based supervision earlier than the initial expected. Says the Federal Bureau of Prisons records no longer list Bowman at Inglefield Federal Correctional Institution in South Carolina. Says where he had been serving his sentence. Instead, his status reflects a placement under the RRM Atlanta, which supervises residential reentry centers and helps individuals transition back into the society as they near the end of their sentences. So again, it's kind of one of those like, you know, you've been doing this time all this time. You've been out of kind of like, I guess you can say like what, regular civilian life. We got to help you train. And they should have programs like this. You know what I'm saying? Because speaking of somebody who, not necessarily me, but I've seen several people that go behind there and they don't have these transitional programs. And even if they do, hell, it don't always work. Like, it starts off strong, but these guys easily can click back into it. You know what I'm saying? I know somebody who's done double digits before, you know, in and out. You know, they've done single digits each and every time. But if they do the math, they've easily done double digits. And to be honest, every time I see this particular individual go back, we're like, dog, you can't go back no more, because every time you come back, it's hard for you to adjust each and every time. But they don't make it easier for them whenever they got all these rules and probations and stuff like that they can't really move on, right? So let me read the last little part of this article, and then we'll transition on to the Durk story, and then we'll wrap things up for like the last 15. It says, when reached for the community by Complex, a BOP representative confirmed that Quando Rondo was transferred from the Federal Correctional Institution, INCFO, into the community confinement of May 27th. Community confinement means the inmate is either home confinement or residential reentry center. So I'm assuming, or a halfway house. So yeah, it's hit or miss. Sometimes they'll let you go home and finish your time there, or you be in a halfway house, which is like a recovery center type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Basically, not necessarily drugs, but just help them transition on back out. So I'm assuming they didn't let them go home. You know what I'm saying? I've seen where some people go home, some people you can't go home. You know what I'm saying? Further clarifying that his projected release date is mentioned above in the Indeed, November 11th of this year. It says, located in Atlanta, the facility oversees halfway house placements across northern, middle, and southern Georgia, as well as the southern South Carolina. The office is responsible for demanding placements and monitoring individuals during the reentry process. The Georgia rapper first rose to a prominence with songs such as I Remember featuring DaBaby, which I used to rock with that one, and later became one of the most recognizable artists associated with Young Boy Never Broke Again's new Broke Again label. So again, yeah, so Young Boy Never Broke Again label. So yeah, and I feel like his name is still like that. We just call him Young Boy NBA, which I see why, right? Easily be a tongue twister if you let it be. So like last little 12 minutes, let's go and wrap this joint up here real quick. We're going to talk Durk. So Lil Durk legal team responds to new racketeering charge. The incident is lipstick on a pig, and that's just a quote right there. Seems like Durk can't catch a break, bro. You know what I'm saying? Respectively, man. And to be honest, I hate it for him, but at the same time, dog, y'all kept pushing this homie and saying, like, when you gonna slap him? I'm not saying he did, but, you know, then finally somebody does, whoever that may be, and now he's attached to it because, I mean, I can see why they think that. Doesn't mean necessarily any of this is true. Now, for what I've seen, he's cut his hair off, this and a third. I don't know. This is a unique situation, but it says, the latest indictment Durk's lawyers argue is pathetic, pivot, and centered on the old allegations. Now, if I'm not mistaken, he has Drew Fenneling representing him, one of the best attorneys you can get. I have a feeling Durk may catch a deal. You know what I'm saying? If he's lucky. Didn't mean to click on that. I wanted to kind of like stop that joint. Let me see real quick. Yeah, I just wanted to pause it. Hopefully didn't do too much on the stream. But it says, where we at real quick? It says, Durk's legal team says that their client remains innocent no matter how many indictments they want to throw at him. Following the word of the new racketeering charge is the connection with his murder for hire case. So y'all know that's what he's kind of been on there, the murder for hire for, looks like they wanted to take out Quando Rondo, but they didn't take him out. It says the indictment is listed on the pig. Lawyer for the Deep Thoughts artist said in a statement shared with Complex on Thursday evening, June 4th, for nearly 2 years now, the federal prosecutors have desperately tried to fend off the challenges to a very weak case. Now, 2 months before trial, it says a trial that Durk Banks has demanded at every turn that pull the pathetic pivot, recycling old allegations into a scrambling prosecutor's backup plan, alleged racketeering as many unrelated false claims as possible. So again, this is what he's supposed to do for his client. You know what I'm saying? Until he sees some hard evidence and go to trial, you know what I'm saying? You got to represent him all the way. You got to keep your client's name clean as much as possible. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Durk, obviously, right? I'm assuming they're not trying for bail anymore. You know, I'm not saying they won't in the future, but if I had to guess, they're kind of like, nah, you know what I'm saying? We're going to have to fight this one from the inside, which is a whole lot harder, right? Whenever you in the comfort of your home, you can think, y'all can get ideas, bounce off each other, this and the third. When you in jail and stuff like that, it's only so much you want to say to your attorney while you're locked up in there, because you could easily be being recorded. You know what I'm saying? Even though what you say to your attorney and stuff like that is supposed to be confidential. But you just never know who's on the wire. Versus if you're at home in your own place, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you can talk a little different. And maybe there's some stuff that can come to light. Who knows? Maybe Durk doesn't know anything, right? But it says Durk's lawyers continue that it's not a sign of strength. This is not a sign of strength. It's an acknowledgement of weakness. The fact remains Durk Banks is innocent no matter how many indictments they want to throw at him. So his attorney saying he's an innocent man. I'm not saying he's not, but obviously you want to make sure you represent your client to your fullest right there, because at the end of the day, it is on them. He's paying them a lot of money, I'm sure. I don't even want to think. I'm going to say this, right? For a no-name, right, that doesn't make the news, is trying to fight a murder case and you get an attorney, look at hundreds of thousands of dollars, right, in legal fees. For somebody like Durk, it's probably minimum, milli, at least a milli. And this ain't even going to trial. If you go to trial, it's probably going to be even more money, dog. And keep in mind, with him being locked up, he's not able to make the max. I'm not saying he's not making money, but he's not able to make the max he normally would make. Because he's not touring, he's not doing the shows, he's not doing this. You know what I'm saying? A lot of that all plays a factor into this, right? And I don't care what nobody say, dog, respectively. A bag helps you legally, even if you are guilty. I'm not saying he is. But you want to have as much bread as you can to help fight your legal cases. You know what I'm saying? Your attorney work a little bit better when he can look over in his bank account and be like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? I could take care of my family for the next 20 years. You know what I'm saying? Something like that, right? I just got to get this out my way. You know what I'm saying? Point blank, period. But it says, in a statement attributed by Drew Fenneling, Marissa Goldberg, Brian Steele, which, think about it, he got a dream team here. Drew Fenneling. Now, Melissa Goldberg, I'm pretty sure I'm familiar with her, but Brian Steele is also a person that represented Young Thug in the YSL case. Drew Fenneling represented YFN Lucci in the YSL case. And both of these guys are home. Did they have to sit down a little bit? Sure. Right? Okay. But case in point, these guys are home. If you think about it, Brian Steele also joined the Diddy case. Right? Okay. Now, look at this. Right? These attorneys, you can tell, they're about getting their clients home. Think about it. At one point, if you think about it, Brian Steele and Drew Fenneling could have been against each other. But they wasn't. They were about just trying to get their client home. And I say this too, and my dad said this too, and I'm not going to say it's true about this, but I can't help but feel like a lot of these attorneys and shit, like, they friends outside of this shit. You know what I'm saying? They don't care what they do, this and third. They're going to battle you. It's a game to them. You know what I'm saying? But of course, their stories like, I'm here to represent you to the fullest, this and third. And of course, I'm not saying they not. But at the same time, I want them to hate the other person, you know, that's going against me. But that's not always the case, especially since they don't got no dog in the fight. They're just trying to represent you and help you. So I get it. And it says Christy O'Connor, and has also been shared with Durk's Instagram. It says in the racketeering arguing court documents filed on Wednesday, June 3rd, and viewed by Complex, it's alleged that Durk's and other defendants were members and associates of the criminal organization alleged and, among other things, acts and threats involving murder, an attempt murder, robbery, and trafficking in controlled substances, right? Ultimately, 2 counts were added against Durk and other defendants, including murder and aid of racketeering. So they're trying to throw as many charges as they can, because to be honest, the more charges they throw against you, and you do go to trial, it seems like Durk is not about it. I'm not saying he won't take a deal, but I don't think he's going to be out there pretty much, you know, doing what, you know, some rappers would do, is yes, ma'am, then the death. You know, he may take a deal, do what kind of NBA Youngboy did, and then it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You're a free man. You can move how you want to move. But same time, you got to make sure you cross your T's and dot your I's, and that's what the attorneys is for, right? And I'm assuming that's what he's paying them for. Last little bit of this article, then we'll wrap things up here. We're coming up on an hour mark. It says, Durk was first arrested in October 2024. Later that year, he pled not guilty to the charges against him at the time. Also, of his writing, prosecutors say that they are prepared to proceed with trial in August. So, again, keep in mind this too. Durk's case has been pushed back quite a few times. He's been arrested since October 2024. We're in 2026. He'll be knocking on 2 years here pretty soon, because if we're at 2025, that's over a year. And then October 2026 will make it 2 years. I wouldn't be surprised to see this get pushed back again. I'm not surprised Durk's not dropping any music from behind bars, you know what I'm saying? But maybe it's a little bit easier said than done to get motivated to drop some music from behind bars. Now, you got to give credit to Tory Lanez, where he's doing, because he's definitely been dropping it. But Tory's already been sentenced. He knows, you know what I'm saying? Not saying he's not coming home soon, because he's still trying. But he knows, you know, he still got to drop something. Even T.I.'s dropped music from behind bars as well. You know what I'm saying? A lot of your mainstream rappers have been locked up before, you know what I'm saying, who've got a criminal history, you know what I'm saying? Again, I'm not saying Durk is guilty of any of this, because I don't know and I wasn't there, but I can see where they get the motive and the idea from, but that don't make it true and or saying that he actually did the joint, right? In my opinion. That's just where I'm at with it. Going to wrap this thing up here. For the last few minutes, we're going to cover this joint. I'm hitting right at the hour mark, so I want to make sure I cover that. Appreciate everybody for coming through and showing love and being active in the chat. I want to make sure I get ready for this game. Started a little bit later than what I normally wanted to. So y'all know, if y'all been liking, I've been dropping the shorts. I've been trying to incorporate the Music Monday into the shorts as well. Try not to overly just do too much with it, but I do want to see if I can start bringing bits and pieces into here. Y'all let me know what y'all think of it. Looks like y'all been receiving it and taking everything well, and y'all been liking it. Appreciate that as well. Other than that, quick little recap. DaBaby, man, respectively, dog. Once you clear all these, and I get it. I ain't saying don't defend yourself, but you got to realize what trap you into when you into this joint too, you know what I'm saying? Because think about this. He reportedly sued brothers bowling alley fight. This has happened literally. So again, exchange words at the Hornets with, okay, yeah. So he's been in type, and Drew Finland represents him too. You know what I'm saying? Drew Finland represents a lot of these cats. So we covered this tonight, that Breakfast Club interview. Again, looks like they settled out of court, but they didn't say for what a certain amount. I'm assuming if DaBaby did pay him, the guy can't speak on it or he get his money back. But I'm assuming it may have been easier just for him to go ahead and cut the check. Even if you wasn't in the wrong. I don't feel like DaBaby was in the wrong, but at the same time, you keep fighting it, you'll enter into a Meg Thee Stallion situation, right? She won the case, but now you got a person that really can't pay you. And then even if she pays you or that person pays you the max of what you're asking for, the judge grants you a certain amount, considering what you probably spent on legal fees, it ain't worth it, right? Let's just say you spent, I don't know, millies and attorney fees, and now that person has to pay you $50,000, but you're still in the hole with the, not saying she in the hole, but think about it. You just spent millions when you could have probably settled out of court a long time ago for half that. I think it's litigation and there's mediation. Mediation is a cheaper one. If you got to go litigation, it's about to add up each and every time, respectively. So that's DaBaby joint. We did an update on Big30. Looked like he's been released on bail. You know what I'm saying? Pending trial, which for what we've learned based off this has been delayed all the way until February 17th of 2027. So I won't be surprised if we get pushed back again. I'm assuming Pooh Shiesty probably going to have to ride the rest of the year out. And if it get pushed back one more time, then maybe they'll let him get bail. But he better be walking a tightrope in there if he's smart, which I'm sure he is. I mean, I know what you're saying. What kind of trouble can you get in jail? But trust me, you'd be surprised. Some people get locked up and add on to their time, especially if you're not coming home for quite some time. I'm not saying this is Pooh Shiesty. I'm just saying in general. So that's an update on Pooh Shiesty. And then the last message he left us online here was the 1, 2, 3, not it. So I'm going to make sure I show this real quick. So this was his post right here. This is from No Jumper. Real quick. See if we can show this. Let me see if I can actually find the arrow on this joint right here. I don't want to really view the profile, but let me see if I can do right here. That's the last one. Boom. Don't really click on it too much. But yeah, looks like he's trying to, I don't know. Let's see. We go here. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, not it. This is off the No Jumper joint for Pooh Shiesty. Quando Rondo has made it to a halfway house, so he should be home soon based off this. The date they have on this is November the 11th, 2026. I'm sure he's hoping he can come home soon before then, but I mean, at least it's this year. And Durk, yeah, man, hold your head up, big dog, because I know it's not easy, and I know they just added more charges to this whole case, but you know, you got the right people involved. I know you just got to spend the bread, and I know your family got to make sure they take care of them too, because if I'm not mistaken, Durk got, he got, some kids himself as well, right? Okay, so pretty much, let's put us at the hour mark. About to go and wrap this thing up for the night. Let me put myself back on the main page, and then we'll wrap things up here. Appreciate everybody for coming through and showing love as always. Definitely smash that like button. Sub up to the channel if you're new, and if you haven't done so already, of course, my name is Jeremy Jones, and what I normally do is make content about sneakers, occasional trial hauls, and on note, we have Music Monday, which is today. I'll be back live again on Wednesday with another Sold Out Live, another Sold Out podcast. Until then, smash the like button, sub up to the channel, sign up for the Sold Out Discord. The link is pinned at the top of the comment section. Free to sign up. And of course, more sneaker content on the way. And I'll see you guys again on Wednesday. And I'm officially out this thing, man. Peace.
December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash while I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's inseparable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash while I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's inseparable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. Hope my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Hope my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Whoever my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember.